We begin this report on a somber note. The Florida A&M University family recently lost three amazing Rattlers: the seventh president and president emeritus, Dr. Walter L. Smith Sr., former Tallahassee Leon County Alumni Chapter President John Hoggebrook, and former Congresswoman Carrie Meek. Their collective contributions to FAMU and impact on the university have left indelible marks. 2021 has been a phenomenal year for Florida A&M University, proving that great things happen every day at FAMU. So many great things, in fact, we can't capture them all. However, let's take a look at 10 major accomplishments from this year. Access, success, and lifestyle progress. With the opening of the Center for Access and Student Success, housing essential student services in one facility, students also occupied the new 700-bed residence hall, the FAMU Towers, and the dining hub were opened, as well as the newly renovated CAF, enhancing the student experience. Relevant and necessary. FAMU and Dr. Robinson hosted a Black History Month town hall with the presidents from Howard University, Spelman, and South Carolina State University to discuss the rise and relevance of historically Black colleges and universities. Dr. Robinson was among a group of historically Black colleges and university presidents who discussed diversity issues with Google executives. Google then donated $50 million to 10 HBCUs, of which FAMU received $5 million. Scoring points. FAMU achieved its best ever score under the Florida Board of Governors performance-based funding model. FAMU's score improved to 79, up 6 from 2020, and received a PBF allocation of $12.65 million. Moving on up, FAMU had its best year ever in fundraising and research funding. $13.67 million in fundraising thanks to the industry cluster, our corporate partners, and alumni classes' contributions. We also reached a historic record in research funding over the past 2 years, including the largest ever grant, a $30 million 5-year allocation from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration to support the Center for Coastal and Marine Ecosystems, and over $66 million in research funding as a result of the hard work of our faculty. Dr. Robinson, as the principal investigator, the NOAA grant's mission is to find and train the next generation of scientists from underrepresented groups. FAMU is the lead institution. Finished. That's Finished. FAMU hooded one of the largest classes of doctoral graduates ever. Some 18 graduates received PhDs during the summer commencement exercises. Fighting back. FAMU emerged as a national leader on the response to the COVID-19 pandemic, with Dr. Robinson appearing on MSNBC, Cox Media Group, Yahoo News, the Black News Channel, and more. FAMU Cares. Nearly $60 million is how much the university committed to students for debt relief and tuition assistance, thanks to the Federal CARES Act. Meanwhile, the new Thermo Fisher testing site for all Florida HBCUs is open, with FAMU serving as the hub. It's a COVID-19-driven response initiative spearheaded by trustee, alumnus, and president at Fisher Healthcare, Thermo Fisher Scientific, Michael DeBose. Additional shout-outs to trustees Kelvin Lawson, Kimberly Moore, and Nicole Washington for their participation on panels during the Florida Board of Governors Annual Trustee Summit. Marching to the top 100. FAMU is again one of America's top universities according to U.S. News and World Report, moving up to number 104 from number 117 a year ago, and the highest-ranked public HBCU among top public schools and national universities for the third consecutive year. FAMU is also number 13 among all colleges and universities in social mobility, moving up 7 places. The Social Mobility Index is the truest indicator of the ability to alter the economic trajectory of students and their families for generations. How about those Rattlers? During homecoming weekend, the epic return, the Will Packer Performing Arts Amphitheater was unveiled. Additionally, the Knight Foundation contributed to the technology and multimedia use of the plaza. Alumnus Roy Wood Jr. delivered a heartfelt, humor-laced message on forgiveness for convocation. Then, during the Florida Blue Florida Classic, the Rattlers proved that a cat only has 9 lives, knocking off Bethune-Cookman, 46-21 before 54,000 fans, and finished 9-2 in our first regular season in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Plus, for the first time in 20 years, FAMU was invited to the Football Championship Subdivision Playoffs. Speaking of the SWAC, the FAMU volleyball team claimed the conference championship in its first year and automatically qualified for the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2009. It's been an extremely productive year under Dr. Robinson's leadership as FAMU builds and elevates. The Board of Trustees, the FAMU Foundation Board of Directors, the National Alumni Association, the FAMU Rattler Boosters, along with other affinity groups, the hard work and dedication of the university faculty, students, and staff working together, and the unwavering support from alumni and friends all contributed to these successes. Just reminders that great things are happening every day at FAMU. This is Keith Miles reporting.